I say, play this gal can't even. Oh my God, Rhaenyra, tear this man head off if you could tear it off. If you could slap him for true. Tell me why. Tell me why we watching this episode. Rhaenyra and Mysaria making out, and when I see on the caption, door opens, I say, ah! I scream. Like, I don't know what the penalty in the kingdom is for getting caught being a lesbian, but Lord, I know it high. Let's run it back. The episode opens with the Lannisters talking big shit, talking about how they gonna kill all of the River Run folk, and talking about send word to King's Landing that they ready to march as soon as Aemond and Vhagar show up. Because I telling y'all, I swear everybody think Vhagar and Aemond is their personal bodyguard. And you know what? Aemond feel that way too. Because the next scene you see is Aemond hot. Like, who the they is to be sending word to King's Landing like I'm a escort, I'm the Prince Regent, you see? Let me tell you something. One thing but these people is get a little bit of power and start getting carried away immediately. He was like, tell them no with me here to go deal with their problems on their own unless me and Vhagar show up for True to come deal with them. Threatening the own man like, sir. So Alicent tries to like caution him against how he carrying on. My boy smooth ignore Alicent, and Alicent just there like. So Aemond is complaining about the blockade, right? He's like, let's end the blockade. Let's use the triarchy against the sea snake, otherwise known as Corlys, right? To get rid of this blockade. And let me tell you something. This one-eyed bitch is so wicked. In just last episode, you kill his wife. You kill his wife, and now you intentionally going after him. Lord, I can't stand that man, yeah? And let me tell you a little something about misogyny and disrespect, but misogyny and disrespect that I like when it's directed at Alicent, right? They ain't even checking for nothing Alicent have to say at the table, right? But then they can say, oh, they've been trying to like negotiate with the Greyjoys, but the Greyjoys ain't being helpful. I feel like maybe if we offered them a marriage request, like married off the Dowager Queen, otherwise known as Alicent, off to one of them, immediately Alicent is like, no, absolutely not. The man look at her, and so of course, he look at her, and so Kristen go like this, he say, oh, of course. So then Aemond tells Sir Kristen Cole that he needs to go take Harrenhal, and Sir Kristen Cole is like, I don't know if you remember, but in that last that little battle, you know, the one that like disabled the king, your brother, I lost like most of my. If I go there now, Daemon can get the up on me, but Aemond ain't hearing nothing because again, arrogance, right? It's clear that he in some kind of like ego driven, some dick measuring contest with Daemon, right? He's like, oh, I'm ready to see my uncle. Let's see, you know what I mean? Like, who got the biggest dragon? I'm like, I don't know why you want to invite a crazy to fight, you know. And let me tell you something. I understand that Aemond tanky crazy. He tanky crazy, but the original crazy is Daemon, okay? I know that when it comes down to it, who wilder, who crazy, and who stupider, it could be Daemon. It could be Daemon. Aemond is actually too intelligent to be as wicked and dangerous and haphazard as Daemon is. Okay? Daemon been having an LSD trip for about 7 episodes. Listen, that's who you want upset? Stay right there. Imagine driving dragons on LSD. Because that's basically what Daemon is right now. Aemond, think he won't see Daemon. Oh, you let Raheem out. Hi, Amy. Oh, y'all haven't met my cat, Raheem. Meet my son, Raheem. First of his name. Bye, mama, baby. Anyway, but Aemond ain't trying to hear none of that, right? So he ain't listening to none of Cole advice. And when he finally dismisses the council, right as Alicent about to leave, he's like, mother, right quick, a word. When she spin around my like, remind me of your place on the small council. Alicent is like, what do you mean my place in the small council? I served the realm. I served for your father. I did all this, da-da-da-da-da. Aemond was like, yeah, And we thank you for your service. The crown thanks you. Ain't no need for you now. Let me relieve you of your duty. My girl is like, shock, floored. And it's so funny because it's like, you so shocked by the cheering that you make, and that's funny to me. So she look at him, and then she try to touch his face, try to have a moment like, look at her son, and she say, have you not sufficiently avenged the indignities of your childhood? And my was like, No, the crown thanks you for your service, bitch. What I said. When we next see Rhaenyra's council, Corlys is there because he's accepted Rhaenyra's request to be hand. And ain't it something how Rhaenys was acting as a hand all that time? And she never formally asked our girl Rhaenys, but now she could ask her husband. This life, eh? What we see, remember, at the end of last episode, Rhaenyra and Jacaerys were having their conversation about finding people to become dragon riders, right? Because they have a bunch of dragons that they don't have no riders for. So they can bring this guy, Sir Steffon Darkland. Lord, poor Sir Steffon, okay? Because Sir Steffon, Rhaenyra say to him, listen, you don't know this, but down the line, your grandmother's grandmother was actually a Princess Targaryen. We have dragons. We need people to ride them, and we'd be honored to let you try. He's like, oh, listen, when I tell you that man could have squealed, if you could have seen his face, he'd say, oh, I about to get a dragon. Rhaenyra's like, now hold up. I want you to know, you attempt to try to ride the dragon, it might not work. We ain't never do this before. If you try to ride a dragon, you might die. She's like, to try to become a dragon rider is to be willing to might die. You understand that? He's like, yeah man. I ready. Lord. They take this man to the crypt to come try to figure out how to ride See Smoke. Coming out, See Smoke acting like he on his run. They're like, don't show fear. So See Smoke bend his head like okay, we might could work with this. The guy, he hype, he excited. He's like, Lord, I've done it. He think he about to mount. See Smoke see a little bit of fear on him. He smell a little bit of pussy on him. He say, light that up. Oh my God, barbecue, my mans. I say, no, what is that? And I know he was gonna get killed. I say, ain't no way the first person they try is gonna be accepted by this dragon. They finna kill him. And it's so crazy because the dragon's so petty. Like, if you don't wanna let him ride you, like, you could have taken your tail and swat him away. You could have do anything to him. Like, you could say no. Why you feel like you have to barbecue the man? Lord. So then Rhaenyra feel bad about that, right? And See Smoke barbecue him and then flee. See Smoke was like offended that you even try put this on him. See Smoke said, I have to leave. I have to get the out of here because clearly nobody expects me around here. I'm a ancient dragon and you trying to put any old Tom, Dick, and Harry on me? Go on. He say, I going to go run up the place. So one of the people on Rhaenyra council who did try tell her, like, don't do this plan in the first place. Don't let Sir Darkland try get on this dragon. He running behind Rhaenyra complaining. He's like, see, that's it here. I tell you, don't do this. Oh my God, this is what people can say. Oh, that man was a good fighter and blah, blah, blah. Rhaenyra turn back and she slap him. And what can she say? She say, I blame me for not giving y'all reason to fear me. And you know what's crazy? I say, Lord, Rhaenyra's a pussy, eh? Even how Rhaenyra slapped the man was given, it was this, it hurts me more than it hurts you while I slap. You should have seen like tears in her eyes. I say, boy, this gal can't even. Oh my God, Rhaenyra, tear this man head off if you could tear it off. If you could slap him for true. Lord, no conviction. Lord, when we see Daemon, he's still around this camp. He's still in Harrenhal tripping balls, okay? Lord, I so tired. Every time I see Daemon, I be like, Lord, they can't let this man have a sober day. I tired. Get out this castle, Daemon. Like, every day you wake up and you don't know if you coming or going. You have to spend your days hoping to run into a witch. That's the only kind of clarity you could get. You don't know what happening. Just go. Just dust out. So when we see Daemon in his vision, my boy Viserys is returned. And let me tell you something, I was so excited to see our guy Viserys. Shout out to him. So they basically have Viserys and Daemon. Daemon's like reliving, and it says a lot, right? These are Daemon's essentially, this is nightmares, right? These is subconscious. He is basically reliving a scene from season 1 when after Queen Emma died, this Daemon was out here trying to like throw shade, calling the baby that Queen Emma died, giving birth to like air for a day, making jokes, doing mess. And we basically see the same argument where Viserys was hot, rowing him. And what was so funny is, as soon as Daemon walked into the vision and he had Viserys, he said, oh, you cannot possibly be still mad about this. My like, yes, babe, like my wife died, like my family was torn apart. I needed you. You knew out here making jokes. Since you making jokes, that's why I name it a new heir. And it says a lot that this is like worst nightmares, the worst day where you see, worst day is life where you see him crying. He crying at Viserys' foot is because he was naming the next heir. I said, I don't know how much ways they could show us, but this man won't be the king. So then when he wake up from the vision, so Simon is yet again like, what the is wrong with this? Like, you good? And so now he started bugging out and accusing Sir Simon of like poisoning him. He's like, oh, are you conspiring with Larys, or are you conspiring with Rhaenyra? And I think it's interesting. Again, he's supposed to be there in service of Rhaenyra, right? So why would somebody who would be working with Rhaenyra be conspiring against him if he is not against Rhaenyra? Lord, listen, I still saw the apologists in the comments last episode, and I want y'all to free yourselves. Go ahead and free yourselves, babe. Cute Fantasia. But he out here, he fully pull out a knife on my boy, Sir Simon. Sir Simon over here like, and he's like, oh, listen, yo, you trying to get me. You trying to poison me, but I want you to know your king is sharp. Your king is sharp. I say, Lord, first of all, I know you ain't sharp because you seem to forget you ain't nobody king, you dumbass. Gag him! And then from there, Daemon goes running up at the castle. He runs into Alice again, and him and Alice start rowing. He mad. Oh, you's a witch. Oh, y'all do this to me. Oh, this castle is what is happening. And Alice is like, no, baby. No, baby. There are much greater powers than me, okay? And them greater powers, they on your ass. They looking for you. Don't blame that on moi. When we next see the poor people, right? And it's very clear that these particular poor people, they keep showing us down at the pubs and stuff. Is these are like bastard Targaryens, and it's very clear. They keep showing several poor bastard Targaryens out there in King's Landing, and it's clear that eventually they're gonna put them on some dragons, or they're gonna be relevant in some way. They keep showing us to them. So anyway, we seeing the poor people, and all the poor people are upset. They hate the Hightowers. They speaking crazy on their name. They reminiscing about how much they miss Viserys. They're like, listen, we out here starving. We are literally starving. And you believe Aemond and them are still up there like throwing party? They celebrating the Prince Regent. They living high off the hog. They ain't wanting for nothing, but they ain't checking for us. And the poor people are like, Viserys did love his parties and his royalties and stuff too. But never while the poor people was without. He always made sure we was straight. So they mad. They all talking about, how they wish Rhaenyra actually got the claim and yada yada yada. So by the time it's Mysaria peep game, Mysaria say, oh, okay. The people upset. The people hungry. The people restless. She goes to Rhaenyra like, listen now, they might be winning the war. It might seem so, but it's very hard to win a war abroad if you need to be trying to keep peace at home. I have a plan. When we next see Aemond at the council, Larys is trying to tell him, hey, listen, poor people are getting really, really restless. They starving. It's a real serious problem. And Aemond is like, who the fault that is? Why y'all telling me that? And they should be, why they mad at us? They should be mad at Rhaenyra and them and the sea snake because they have their damn blockade, and that's the reason they ain't getting anything. And Larys is like, son, let me remind you how things work. If you the king of people, they expect you to make sure they straight. So y'all are their leaders, and so they trying to figure out when y'all gonna make sure they eat. Aemond is like, oh my god, you think I give a about these broke ass. So then Larys says to him, like, hey, listen, have you thought about a hand? You need a hand to the king. Sir Criston Cole was your brother's hand, but you should have your own hand. Aemond is like, you think I'm a dumb bitch, eh? You think I stupid? Like, he come at Larys so hard, so heavy immediately, like on his head. He say something to him that make Larys for a second think that he was making Larys the hand. Larys was like, oh, thank you so much. And he was like, no, listen here, you gossiping bitch. That's all you good for, you squib clubfoot leg. Like, he said, no, the hand I want is Otto. Send word to Hightower and get my granddaddy back here, okay? That might be overly cautious, but he have plenty sense, can bring me my granddaddy. And listen, I can't stand Aemond, but that's an excellent choice. It's an excellent choice. What can I say? Then as this conversation is happening, the maester walks in like, oh, thank God. Hey, King Aegon has regained consciousness. Listen, Larys is like, oh, thank God. Like, you could tell Larys is like, oh, yes, thank God, because this is a problem. And Aemond looking over at Larys like, you think I wouldn't kill you, eh? You think I wouldn't kill you? So now, poor Aegon, like, Aegon in the bed literally fry up like wet bacon. Like, I mean, down bad, just bandage. Oh, and here come Aemond in the room. Aemond like clear out the room. The minute he get near him, just my boy stressed immediately, like panic. If he was connected to a regular hospital bed, you would have had the thing start freaking out when his blood pressure, when his heartbeat started racing the minute this walk in the room. He's scared because he know he come there to kill him, right? So Aemond is like, what do you remember? He's like, Aegon, with the one word he could say, he's like, nothing. And he's like, what do you remember? And he's like, nothing. And then he say, oh, what happened was you challenged Meleys. That was very foolish. And that's what happened. In other words, this the story. Don't tell nobody nothing. Lord, I say, babe, this is crazy because you ain't gonna tell me getting like, I saw the kind of bullying they was doing to Aemond as a child. I don't know what kind of childhood y'all had and what kind, like, but not that bully, the kind of bullying that Aemond experienced wouldn't justify lifetime movie conduct. Like, it wouldn't rise to that level. This man was dealing with regular bullying from his siblings and his and he think like, it'd be a shame if I lit this on fire one day. They cracked jokes on him for a little bit about not having a dragon, and this said, I took that personally. And I'm gonna get vengeance on y'all for the rest of my days. Because for you to see your brother in the bed half dead and all you want to let him know is like, listen, I plan to finish you the off, you know. And that's basically how Aemond is on him. I say, Lord. When we next see Rhaenyra, she's in the Vale talking to the last of Rhaenyra's children for Howard Strong, right? And then she sees half the Vale lit up on fire and she's like, oh shit, a dragon is loose here. So in the next scene, when she see Lady Arryn, I think that's her name, Lady Arryn is all too excited to let her know she throwing out. She's like, oh listen, them people responded to your letters. We found somewhere else for y'all to go. We sending y'all. And Rhaenyra's like, right quick, how come you lied to us? How come you didn't tell us there was a dragon in the Vale? And Lady Arryn is like, you right, got me. You got me. Big ass dragon in the Vale. It's a wild one though. Formidable, but ain't got no rider. And I don't know if that's them trying to foreshadow that Rhaenyra could get a dragon at some point. I hope so. I hope my girl need a dragon. I hope she get a dragon just so she could ride up out of here. I don't like how these people just be putting their stuff on her plate. Then when we next see Corlys bastard kids. So Corlys asked his son, the bald-head one he was with. Corlys have two bastard children that he be with. He have the bald-head one and he have the fine one with plenty locks. Yeah, he fine. I ain't gonna lie on him. He look good. He asking the bald-head one to go off with him. I think Alan is his name. He asking the bald-head one to go be his first mate and go off with him to see like, oh, it's an honor. The bald-head one ain't into nothing, right? Like, he don't like the fact that you treat them as bastard kids, never acknowledge them, don't do nothing for them. And so he's like, I ain't into that. And he's like, this is a big honor. So Carlos is like, this is a big honor. And he's like, sir, is this a like offer or a command, a request or a command? And so Corlys is like, I can see you tomorrow. So command it is. Meanwhile, the other brother, the fine one with the locks, is like, why you don't want this opportunity? We should want this. He owes us. He should acknowledge us as his sons. Like, imagine if we could get Driftmark. And the bald-head one is like, listen, stop thinking of these fairy tales, okay? We spent our whole life hoping this man would claim us and give us something from Driftmark. He ain't do it, okay? So cheapest you forget it. The fine one is like, I don't know why you just turn up your noses at him trying to give you these honors. I wish he would just even acknowledge me. He don't even acknowledge me at all. And that's true. You know, that's crazy. That's true. I ain't see Corlys talk to him yet. What's interesting in the scene is the bald one is literally shaving his head, and you can see it's because he have white hair like Corlys. He have white Valerian hair, so that's why he's keep his hair dead bald. When we next see Rhaenyra, she running on with Jacaerys again about how she want to lead the war, how she want to go to war and battle by herself. Oh, how nobody ain't listening to her. Oh, blah, 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 blah. Let me tell you something. If y'all know how tired I am of Rhaenyra, look here. Let me waste my energy. Moving on. Mysaria walks in on the conversation with Rhaenyra and Jace, and she lets them know like, oh, our gift works. So remember I told you earlier Mysaria had a plan? Mysaria said, hey, listen, all them people in King's Landing starving. There's already a bunch of restlessness. They sent a bunch of ships of food to the poor people at King's Landing with Rhaenyra banner on it. Smart. When we next see Alicent, she's finally sitting at the bedside of her burn up son. I think it's worth mentioning what's funny is that Aegon is literally burned up. Like half of him fry right up. He looked just like Harvey Dent and he still looked better than Aemond. Sad. The Maester comes in. The Maester lets her know that Aegon is in bad shape. That sleep 9 out of 10 hours. You could only hope for the best, eh? She asked the Maester, like, have you heard from my daddy? I've been sending him plenty letters. The Maester's like, nope. He sent letters to all his address. He ain't answer none. So then when we next see Alicent, she's rolling up on her brother Sir Gawain. And what was interesting to me is initially Sir Gawain has like a whole attitude with her and he's looking at Cole. And I'm like, what did Cole tell this? What transpired? What I missed? Did this man have an attitude with his own sister for Cole? Like, I like Sir Gawain generally, but don't let me catch you having no loyalty to Sir Criston Cole. No sir. If we gotta pick between Alicent and Sir Criston Cole, let's pick Alicent. But like, come on, especially if that's your sister. But Alicent asked Sir Gawain, like, have you heard from Otto? Like, I've been writing him letters and I haven't heard nothing back from him. Sir Gawain was like, no, I haven't heard from him, but I also didn't send him no letters neither. That man don't write me no letters. If he was writing letters, they would go to you because you know you was always the favorite. They have their whole little conversation about, you know, their youth, right? About the fact that Sir Gawain was the first son, so he had to stay back at home instead of going with her and Otto to the castle. And Alicent is like, oh, but it must have been hard to grow up without a mother and all that. She's like, yeah, miss, launch your plan. What you want? So then she asked him, how's my son, Darren? Alicent has a third son that back there. What is it? Hightown, Old Hightown, wherever the Hightown was from. That's where her next child is, right? So she asked about him and she's like, what's he like? I say, oh my God, not what's he like. She don't know this tall muddle. And he was like, what you mean, what's he like? He don't write to you? She said, less and less and less. So Gawain is like, oh, he's 16 now, so you know he just into letters less probably. And I'm like, you have to tell this gal how old her son is? Like, she ain't sure. Like, I understand she ain't seen him in a while, but she didn't remember when she had him. So anyway, he was like, she's like, oh, what's he like? And he was like, he's really kind. That was the big caveat. And he's like, oh, he's kind. And Alicent is like, oh, wow, that's a great quality. I haven't really seen much kindness in his other brothers. Sir Gawain was like, oh, that's probably what it is to grow up at court, right? Grow up at the palace. And she was like, is it the court or is it their mother? And let me tell you, I had already said it before she said, before she asked, I said, girl, that's because of you. Them cheering like that, they all because of you. All right, it ain't no coincidence. If you got one nice child and it's the only one who wasn't you, it's you. It's you. Viserys out of cheering. Rhaenyra don't carry on like that. Only your cheering is carry on like that. That's you. And she gone out of her way to make them children wicked. She gone out of her way to make them like that. So I don't know why she's surprised. She taught them to be distrustful of their own kin, to see them as enemies, to be plotting against them. And now she's shocked that they move like that. Let me tell you, the next thing we see, right? Alicent is going to go get Helena to go say, Helena, let's go light candles together, right? But nah, remind you, I say they sent all the food. Rhaenyra them sent all the food to the poor people of King's Landing. So they have all their food. They wilding, all kind of unrest. The people are literally like, these high towers. Time to revolt. This bitch bringing food. Get them out of here. Tell me why these people run up on Alicent in a letter. They beating up the gods. They grabbing Alicent. Somebody arm get chopped off. I say, oh my God, what is this? Let me tell you, they throw some fish in Alicent's face and I laugh. I cackle like squawk. I say yes. Then Alicent start falling to the ground. I say, I love this. The people was carrying on so bad, screaming long live Rhaenyra. I say, dog, they carry on just like Americans when that stimmy reach. They say, Lord, whoever write us the stimulus check, that's whose side we on. They saw that Rhaenyra banner. They say less. When we next see Aegon, Larys is in the room with him. The doctors are in there literally about to go give Aegon his medicine, right? It's probably his milk of the puppy. The same thing they had Viserys hype up on, right? And Larys stop him, take it, and he gone to his bedside and he say, let me tell you something. I could tell you some real shit right now. You are disabled, okay? Let me tell you right now, you disabled. You ain't gonna never be whole again. He said you ain't gonna never run again. You ain't gonna never do all that shit. You right up. He said, let me tell you, you look a mess. The people could look at you stink. They could look at you and treat you with pity. It could be terrible. He said you ain't gonna never really have your physical form again. So all you have is your mind. So this milk of the poppy, this medicine right here, this might make you feel better physically, but it is dull your mind, and your mind is the only thing you have. And let me say something. Larys, the guy who was playing Larys, was acting his ass off in this scene. Acting his ass off. And poor Aegon there, he crying. Aegon acting his ass off too, because he ain't barely got no lines, and you be feeling it. He there crying, like you could tell, like he having the reaction to everything Larys saying, realizing this could be his experience, because Larys literally telling him like what it was like to be disabled and be born disabled, and how people is treat him and how his family did see it. And it's this like sobering realization that Aegon, like for Aegon to be realizing this is life now, right? So then Larys says to him, listen, he say all you have is your mind, and your brother is ruling in your place, and so I know you know that your life is in danger. You need somebody. And Aegon say, help me. Let me tell you, when he said that help me, you could just see Larys like, we got him. We fucking got him. We did it, Joe. When we next see Daemon, I tell you I tired of Daemon visions, okay? When we next see Daemon, he is with Viserys yet again. This time Viserys is crying over Emma's dead body, and Daemon is having the realization that Viserys needed him. Viserys was going through it, and he needed him to be a brother to him. That's the scene. When Daemon wakes up yet again, it's on Sir Simon, and Sir Simon's letting him know, old man, Lord Grover of River Run, you know, the one that Daemon had told the little boy to kill his granddaddy. The granddaddy finally died, right? So that's good news for Daemon. And important to mention, Sir Simon mentioned Alice Rivers during this, right? Because he said that's the maester and that she had tried to help Lord Grover. And I think that's important for the people in the comments who be telling me that they believe that Alice is a figment of Daemon's imagination because we ain't seeing nobody else interact with her. Well, he mentioned her there, so she must be alive. This next scene I love so much. I tell y'all, our boy Sea Smoke breakout, okay? Sea Smoke on running through the air looking for his riders. I really love that Sea Smoke was sitting in there for the longest unclaimed, but the minute he felt disrespected by them trying to give him a raggedy rider, he said, oh my god, let me go find who my rider's supposed to be. So he gone over to the sea where call his son to be. He see the fine son and he start running him down, and my boy running for his life, and Sea Smoke flying behind him like, why are you running? And when he finally run up on him, let me tell you, Sea Smoke's so cute. Oh, Sea Smoke officially become my favorite dragon. Sea Smoke come there all pretty and blue like, my ride is supposed to be salt and sea. I think that's you. Sea Smoke was like, a Valerian for me, please. I'll take one. And I was so happy for the fine one. Like, you know what? Listen, you might not have a daddy, but you do have a dragon. Let's go. I was hype. I say Sea Smoke is officially my favorite dragon. I can let it slide that Sea Smoke light Darkling up like that. I didn't know that like that. I didn't know him, so I can let it rock. When we next see Rhaenyra and Mysaria, Lord, this the big scene. So Rhaenyra and Mysaria in her chambers have a big conversation about how Rhaenyra don't think that she could win the war, right? Rhaenyra's first, she talking about her and Daemon. She's like, you know, Daemon and I used to be what we want, what each other wanted or what each other needed, right? Like, I liked that he was, you know, young and wild and free, a man, right? And he liked that I was what my daddy cherished, right? I was the heir, but he's never been at peace. Now I can't trust him, and now I doubt that I could win this war at all. My own son questions my leadership. My own son feels like I need Daemon. And Mysaria's like, you ain't need Daemon here. Daemon is a who ain't for nobody. Daemon just running doing this thing, don't worry about him. Rhaenyra's like, no, I still feel doubt. And Mysaria is like, listen, you'll have me. You might not have Daemon, but you'll have me. And Rhaenyra's like, that's all very fine and dandy. And then Mysaria basically tells her, when I was a little girl, my daddy used to rape me. He impregnated me. He left me for dead. And I promised that I would never trust another soul. But very few people in this world that I think are steadfast, but I think you are that. You've treated me like an equal, and that's why I think you should be queen, and that's why I'll serve you. And then Rhaenyra and her go on to hug, and this hug start getting a little long. I say, hold on. These gals going to kiss. Like these, hold on. I say, this me or the sexual tension. What's this? And Lord, they start making out. Let me tell you, they start making out. This me. And as they making out, when I read on the caption, it say doors open. I scream. I don't know, I was scared. I was like, oh Lord, they get catch. I was scared they ain't get catch though. I know all the people who think, oh, hun Alicent, that's what the real tea is. Like, oh, the lesbian side, you will never be able to tell them nothing. You've won. But I do think this proves, even if our girl Rhaenyra is team bisexual, she didn't like Alicent. Okay, so what that tell us? Y'all know I was very, very mad when it looked like Daemon was looking to cheat with the witch, because that's crazy. But Rhaenyra cheating with Mysaria? I like it. I like it. I'm feeling that. Clearly I'm a bird, right? I got so excited talking about Rhaenyra and Mysaria's kiss. I end the recap like, oh, that's it. Let me go to bed now. Literally, as I'm laying in bed, it occurs to me like, oh shit, I completely forget to mention the whole she find out that see smoke of a new rider and she get on a dragon. I completely forgot. I was like, oh my God, big lesbian things. All right, now it finished. Meanwhile, she find out as her and Mysaria kissing, right? I tell y'all that the doors open. It was because the guy come in and let them know that they spot Sea Smoke, and Sea Smoke has a rider. And so Rhaenyra pull out a dragon stone to go figure out who the riding her dragon. And let me just say this. When I tell you we stand Sea Smoke, because the way Sea Smoke say, I can find me a real ride me. I say, okay, because we was kings. All right? Sea Smoke say, look, yo, I was waiting for y'all. I was trying to trust y'all. I thought y'all had some kind of understanding, but y'all bringing me white boys? No, sir. The disrespect is crazy. Let me go find one of the few real in the realm. He say, let me go. He say, Carlos got some sons down there. Let me go find them. And it's also funny to me how nobody could have sight these bastard children, but the dragon knew. The dragon took one little stroll over there and say, spotted. Come see me, all right? We stand Sea Smoke. Any harm come to Sea Smoke, and it's a problem, okay? Look, y'all should subscribe to the Patreon. I put, for the people who want to hear me doing all my cursing, we put the uncensored versions of every recap on the Patreon. So do that.